It's always good, speaking to you guys. You always make a huge difference in sport. So I'm honored, to be here, to have this press conference. Um, Talking about the game itself, our preparation have been going so well. As much as we have been having so many challenges, whereby that you don't have any team to play against. After training, it's always tricky. So due to this COVID and the lockdown, that's why, we haven't have any chance, to play any friendly games. But we know that all the teams also are in the same boat. They're going through the same challenges. And again, remember that we didn't know exactly also when the league is going to start or when the cup games will resume. So, we had to keep on, preparing. And our preparation so far have been going so well. We've been working very hard at training, and we're looking forward, to this Nedbank Cup. It's one cup that Bloem Celtic never won before, so it will be very important for us, to go all out and make sure that we win this cup. For us to win this cup, we have to beat this first. Have to win first against the game against Baroka. So now our focus more is on Baroka. That we're looking forward to play against them. We know they're a good team. We haven't seen them, for about almost 4 months now. It's tricky. We don't know how they're going to approach the game. But at the same time, us as a team, what we have tried is to make sure that, we plan, we go play, according to our game plan. So that's all I can say now. If any question, please, you can do so. You can ask me. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very tricky game. Like I said earlier on, my statement, my opening statement say, we haven't played any friendly game. So, as a team, we got to make sure that, we're smart on that. We got to be a bit cautious. We'll only see the players, playing on that particular game against the team, against the people that they don't know. Let's say the opposition that they are not familiar to. Because what we've been doing at training is to play match practice. But remember, match practice is more of people that know each other very well. So we'll have to adapt and adjust, on the day of the game, and make sure that we are cautious also on our plan, when we play the game against Baroka. So we got to be very, very, very clever because, like I said, it's a tricky one. But at the end of the day, we are all in the same situation. So we'll have to go out there and compete. And again, it gives us advantage also with the 5 substitutes, at least, we know that if players are tired, we have the opportunity, to introduce the other players that are a little bit more fresher than the one that have started the game. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. Like in Europe, we have seen it that most of the teams started slow. And we do expect also, in the Premier League, also the same thing also to happen, So, the games won't be fast, like the way they normally play because, players, it's been a long time. It's been a long time without playing football. It's abnormal. We have never gone through a situation like this. So it's the first time. So you will see that, the games will be slow, but as time goes, that's when, the game will start, getting better and better and better. So you're absolutely right. It's not going to be like, the way it has been, before, because, it's been long that, we haven't played. And again, remember that, you see, as much as, we haven't played that long, remember we had to wait, to give them also that permission, to resume training. So again, we didn't even know when we were going to play the games. So it was very difficult, how to prepare the team because now you're thinking maybe you might overload them while the game is closer. So you got to make sure that, whatever session that you do with them, you take it, gradual, also take into consideration that, you're not sure when you're going to resume, playing. Yeah, first, thank you very much for congratulating me. I'm very excited, to be on this position. Of course, I've been the coach before that. We were co-coaches with Coach Sema, but now it's me that is, like I'm alone now. So I'm so excited and looking forward, to this challenge. I know it's not going to be easy, but with the team that I have, around me, we think that, together we're strong and we'll be able, to achieve our goals. The second question, going to a second question, Yeah, you know, it's very, very tricky. Like I said also on our preparation that you see, you have to make sure that, you know what, you take them gradually, step by step, so that, you know, we avoid, you know, injuries. We expect that. We expect that. Remember also the game pushes you. As much as, you know, remember that you go and play against Baroka, you can only be in charge when you're in possession of the ball. When you don't have it, you have to dance according to the tune of the opponent. So by saying that means that, you know, if Baroka is playing quick, you have to adjust and make sure that, you know what, you dance according to their tune. You try to adapt and make sure that, you know, you compete. So you will, there will be time whereby, you know, we are pushed. And, you know, that's the time also whereby, you know, we can get injuries and all those kind of things. But in our preparation, we tried our utmost, you know, to make sure that, you know what, we prepare them so that, you know, as much as we know that there will be injuries, but, you know, there mustn't be too much of them. And again, I go back to what I said earlier on, say that, you know, at least we've got a chance that, you know, to introduce 5 players, to you can substitute and put 5 players. So it gives us at least, you know, a chance, you know, to say if there's any injuries, we can be able to introduce, you know, players that are 100% fit. We won't change. We won't change. You know, like I said, we're the co-coaches. So whatever you saw on those games that, you know, we're playing, you know, previously, it was more the same thing. So there won't be much change, you know, on what, you know, we've been doing. It's been working on us. So why do you fix something that is not broken? So there will be change, maybe, you know, slightly. Remember, it depends who you're playing against at that particular time. But most of the thing will be, you know, the same. It will be more the same, you know, like the way you know us. Yeah, the first one, you know, yeah, losing Coach Siema, you know, it's all, of course, you know, it was not a good news for the team, not good news for the players. You know, when you're used to work with somebody else, you want to continue with that particular person. But at the same time, you know, players are professional players. They do understand that, you know, it's one of those things, you know, in this industry that, you know, there will be time whereby coach leaves, you know, going and join another team. So, you know, it's something that it's not new. Of course, you know, we're not happy that, you know, he left, but it's something that you expect, you know, in this industry. So life has to go on. And one good thing is that, you see, it's not like Bloem Celtic brought a new person from somewhere else. I was around, I've been around, I was one of the coaches also in the team. So it's been like continuity, you know, from whatever we built, you know, together with Coach Siema. And there's no much change. Like the other brother did ask the question, say, are there any changes? So, you know, it's more of continuity from, you know, what we have built, you know, in the past. The other question, I think it was the preparation. Our preparation have been going well, you know, like you said, that the players have to accept, you know, the way it is that, you see, hey, we haven't been playing for a long time. And remember, it's not only Celtic that haven't been playing for a long time. So the problem is not only, we're not the only team that have a problem. All the teams were not playing. So we don't have excuse on that. We have to make sure that we prepare well. We try to motivate the players. That was very, very important to motivate them, because as much as, you know, we did give them the program, you know, to do the we call it off-season program. As much as we gave them that program, but they missed, you know, the object itself, that the ball, playing the ball. So what we did is to make sure that immediately they join us, you know, to introduce the ball, so that, you know, they get used to it again, you know, the touches, you know, the passing and all those kind of things. The thinking, also the awareness. So those much, you know, to do to make sure that you bring them, you know, to bring them into the good shape. But, you know, going forward, you know, to the games, we are looking forward to the game, and we strongly believe that, you know, we are ready, we'll be able to compete. And, you know, it has been positive to see them working very, very hard, because they know also that they haven't been playing for a long time. So the effort at training, the work rate has been so amazing. And we hope that, you know, whatever we've been doing a training, that, you know, we take it to the game against Baroka, and we apply ourselves in a good way, so that, you know, we can be able not to win the game and go to the next stage as a final. Thank you. Tukelo is still training with us. He's still with the team. You know, unfortunately, because of the lockdown, remember everyone has to go home and to release all the players, but he has joined us. He's still training with the team. He's been doing very well at training. But remember, like I said, I think that we haven't had any friendlies, because that is also the area that when you are assessing a player, you make sure that you try and also see him in a game situation. Unfortunately, the situation that we have now, we do not have any friend rest. But what I can say that we still, he's still with the team, he's still training with the team, and he's working very hard, and he's getting better and better. And we hope that he continue working hard, so that then we see what happens. We'll see the decision will be made in the coming season. But we're not going to sign him for the remaining games. But he's still with the team, and he's training well. Yeah, we don't allow us, that's the management to deal with. I'm responding to the first question about, the black aces, coming up with the issue. We leave those things, for the management to deal with that. We make sure that, we focus on our job, that is preparing the team, and the players also get ready, for the games. So we try as much as we can to make sure that, we don't allow, external stuff, to affect us, because at the end of the day, we know that we have a job to do, and that's to make sure that, we go play against Baroka and make sure that, we do well and get ourselves into the finals. So we don't want, it hasn't affected us. We've been focusing on our preparation. The second question was more of, did we promote any player from our disc team? Yes, there are a couple of them that we have, they've been training with us. We've got Koto, the central defensive midfielder that is with us. We have Miracle as defender, a central defender also that is with us. We have also, we have Robert, the right back. So we have a couple of them, because knowing exactly that, the games will be more, and again, we won't have enough time to train. We didn't have enough time to train. We had to make sure that, we have enough, squad, enough players, so that, whenever we have a problem, we can introduce those young ones, to help up the team. And, so far so good. They've been doing very well. And we're happy to have them in the team, and we are looking forward to the game.